Good morning, evening, or afternoon. I am the Mainly Digger. I hope you're feeling all right. I hope y'all are staying healthy. Anyway, I had an interesting day. The day did not turn out how I wanted it to, or how I had planned. And it's days like these that I have to remind myself that metal detecting isn't, it's about finding things, or finding coins and treasure and stuff like that, but it's about the adventure. It's about exploring. The property on KVCC and did some metal detecting. Out in the field, just check out the fields a little bit. And a good time. It's just a reminder that metal detecting is about the adventure. Or for me, it's about the adventure. It's about exploring. It's about getting out in the woods. Mainly dig out. Watch my video. So, you gotta excuse me. The AC in my car is going. It's a hot day right now. So I'm cooling off while I'm telling you about my failed plans. So my plan was to go from Hinckley Boat Launch, which is in blue, and as you can see, it's Kennebec River, downstream from the Hinckley River, or Hinckley Boat Launch, is Martin Stream, which is the stream that is above the KVCC property. I wanted to go in there. There's no point. There's no way to get my aluminum boat by one person into that stream. There's no way. I could fight it. But no. Anyway, so my plan was to put in at the Hinckley Boat Launch and use my motor to go down the river, or up the river, down, up, whatever. Anyway, the motor, and my biggest worry, because I think ahead, is what if the motor stops? I've never actually used the motor for an extended time. The gas is from my brother-in-law. I don't know how long it's been sitting. I know it's been sitting in a garage for a while. The motor has also been sitting in a garage for a while. So what if things go wrong? So I wanted to test it out. So I took it to the public boat launch in Clinton, which there's no public boat launch. It is what's called a put-in point for canoes and kayaks. They maybe, I'll have to find out, put out a dock. It would be a lot for me alone to bring a boat, drag a boat to this point and put it in the water. Great spot for metal detecting. I should have stayed there, because this is the first point I hit, because my great scheme, it was gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So as you can see, it's on Sebasticook River. I hope I said that wrong. But it's an old mill spot, and now it's a public park. Great spot. I'm going to hit that up again. But I was like, oh man, I got to, I can try out and test my motor at the other spot and then move on from there, because that's just how I think. So I get to the Hinckley boat landing, which the town of Hinckley itself is really small. It's Fairfield. It's just Fairfield. But I'm like, okay, I struggle with the motor. I struggle with the back. I find, come to the conclusion that I got the motor running, but the back of the boat wasn't sturdy enough. I need to, make it sturdier, however I want to. Anyway, so I was like, okay, maybe I can just float the boat in the river, maybe make it to the point I wanted to. Turns out no, because it's next to a water treatment facility that stinks, and I'm not swimming in that water. I'm not taking that risk. Who knows what's in that water? The water treatment facility is upstream from the boat launch, but downstream, I think, and I hope, from where I wanted to go the Martin Stream. Didn't happen today. It was a great idea. I'm gonna push to make it happen and see where I come out. Who knows? It still had a fun day. So I'm at the Clinton boat launch, public boat launch, public beach too. This is the public beach part. It's just gorgeous. This place is just gorgeous. So it used to be a mill, and it's an old mill. It used to be an old mill, but they took it down and made it to a public park, which is awesome. I haven't even been to the boat launch part yet. I spent a good while once I got to Clinton. Clinton's about a hour drive away from Waterville on a bad day, but I spent a good time looking for this boat launch because there's no real, I didn't have an address. I couldn't find an address, but this is awesome little park. Just in general, stop off and look at. Well groomed, well taken care of, which I like. It's got the trash, which is good. Trash in the trash bin. I'm odd like that, I guess. I don't know. That's what I look for. I don't know why. Anyway, mainly dig out. This is really cool. So Clinton is a really small town in Maine. I've probably been through it like multiple times, but I've never stopped in. What I mean by small is it's a farming community. It is country, which is a good thing. I love it. Like you go for the center of town to fields and farming and industry, not industry, but farming. And that's a lot of towns in central Maine versus what people think is Maine, which is the coastal stuff, which is a lot of coast. I didn't go metal detecting yesterday because I went to Popham Beach with the family, and my wife was like, if you bring any metal detecting devices or camera devices, we're gonna have issues, because she wanted a family day and she got a family day. So, and I had fun, my kids had fun, I got a little sunburn, but it was a good day. Mainly dig out. Watch my video. Just a gorgeous spot. So I'm looking for a easy access put-in point for my boat, because I don't feel like dragging it across 100 yards of stuff and through fences and through wires, because maybe I'm just lazy. But what I'm noticing is a lot of this is shallow, which is awesome for detecting. The water is not too high, and finding other spots to go metal detecting, which is awesome. Scouting. I'm scouting the area. This is an awesome spot. I just have to find a put-in point. This I don't have to put in for. I can walk it. It's cool. All right. So this is where normally the boat launch would be here, or the dock for the boat launch. It's not in, so it would be right here. You can look around. I'm ready to dig. My whole point for this video was to get out my boat, my John boat, and test out my motor, which probably is going to happen later, and I'll probably make another video out of it, like on my way home, stop off at another point and make the video. But it's not going to happen here, so I have to improvise. So there is the scoop right there, brought to me by Waterville Gary, and I'm ready to detect. I have to extend because my metal detector, my Garrett, was in the trunk or in a confined spot, so I had to tighten it up a little bit. But this is a gorgeous spot. I'm gonna have a good day, and this place is fairly shallow, so we'll see how this goes. I haven't even started the AT Pro yet. A couple of bottles and a cigarette, and metal spikes. Not even a spike, probably, I don't know what to call it, but it's metal. It was on the ground, I found it. Saw over here, looked over here, found a probably a man-made hole. I don't know, but that's cool. To me, that's cool. I don't know. I'm just looking around, having fun. Mainly dig it out.
The day, and first like actual metal detecting find of the day. Not old, it's from the 80s. Some people disagree on the age of that, or how old it is, or if it's old. But not old. I'm saying not old. So I am not going to stay here that long. After I pack this stuff, I'm going to pack this stuff up and head to a different boat launch. But I had fun. I found 2 pennies, picked up some trash. This was an accidentally great scouting trip. Gorgeous spot, multiple places to go water searching, water digging, water detecting, whatever you want to say. Great spot, gorgeous spot, shallow, and would be great to put your boat in if there was a actual boat launch. In the video, or in like the photos that I've seen, like there's a boat launch or a dock here. The town might have said, you know, not this year or whatever, did their thing, and not holding it against them, but would have been nice. I will definitely be back to do both water and land detecting on this spot. And I think that's on the other side is a swim hole. The side I checked out earlier is a swim hole. Anyway, I found 2 pennies here, not old. I want to stay here longer, but I have a different purpose today. I have a different point. I have a different task, an objective to complete. And this was not it. Still had fun, mainly dig out. Clinton Public Beach, gorgeous. So, failed boating trip. Kind of expected it. So this John boat is great for floating around. I tried to put my free motor on it, and this part is starting to rot off, which my brother-in-law did tell me about. So I forgot about it. But so that's gonna have to come off and be fixed. I can still float around with it though, so I'm pretty happy about that. Metal detecting in this location, not gonna happen. It's downstream from a water treatment facility, so it kind of stinks. On to a new place, mainly dig out. So boating adventure failed, whatever. Back to KVCC, the farm, or KVC farm, the old Goodwill Hinckley. So there's a lot of stuff to explore, a lot of stuff, places to metal detect. I've kind of gone around this field a little bit, and I've only found aluminum. Rough start to the video. So rough start to the video for me, or rough start for the day. Now let's go explore down this trail. That's pretty cool. Maybe a square nail, maybe, I have no idea. It's a relic. It's an antique. There we go, a classic. Oh yeah, found something. I don't know what it is. No idea. Something, probably a lid or something. Still walking down this trail. I have no discrimination on at all, just because it's how I roll right now. It's kind of the mood I'm in. I'm also eating a bunch of berries, which is awesome. There's a gate here, so we'll see where this takes us. I know it's all this property is owned by the KVCC, so whatever. Gorgeous. Maine is gorgeous. So back off the trail, because the ground is pretty packed hard and it goes on forever. It's pretty cool back there, but not for metal detecting. I'm back in the field, and I found this scrap. So cool. Tractor stuff. So I'm not going to call today a bust, because I did get out. I got to experiment with motors. It didn't go well. It worked, but then that issues with the back, and then it didn't work. So that is that. I found this piece of metal, and I got to explore Maine, or central Maine. So not a complete bust. Yeah, all the tools I used today. I got out and used the scoop from that Waterville Gary gave me. Thank you once again, Waterville Gary. That was awesome. Awesome thing to do. Awesome scoop. It worked well. I wish I could have used it more. And then of course these and my AT Pro. So bandanas. This is a new thing for me, bandanas. I've always worn bandanas, but I've never worn them digging. It is muggy in Maine right now. I'm actually wearing, okay, I'll put this one down. I have three bandanas that I have in rotation, and obviously they're sweaty and nasty. I'm getting to my point here. So I've used, usually I have a rotation. I wear one, it gets nasty and sweaty, and then I'll put it down, let it dry out, or wring it out with water, and put on the other one and rotate. I've gone through 3 rotations today with these bandanas, random bandanas. I think I got this one in Iraq. It has a religious thing on it, and this one was given to me from a friend like 10 years ago. Anyway, very useful tool, bandanas. I will carry them more often now while metal detecting and doing other things. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. Even though I failed, I still had fun. Today was a great day. Gorgeous day. Gorgeous place. Mainly Digger out. I'm tired.